Chapter 50 Threats. As the convulsions paled and the dimension hopper settled back into being on Earth number 1, it was Graham who spoke first. So why do we think they came back here, other than to verify that this Earth is not the same as the last Earth they were on? It was Barnaby who spoke next. He had spent the intervening time since learning of the repeated visits to the same LLET in multiple dimensions trying to work out quite what it meant. Not wanting to drag up old history, but yourself and Bouncer broke into Sepulchre HQ too, so it would be my guess that is exactly what this pair have done. Thank you for the caveat, Barnaby, replied Graham, smiling. And I would not disagree with you, it would certainly fit our MO. Okay, so first step, we should review security footage and server logs. If this pair have gained entry and breached security, there will be evidence, replied Barnaby, happy to have a plan of action. Half an hour later, Sebastian had smuggled the doppelgangers and Team GB inside Sepulchre HQ and, after ejecting the on-duty security officers, settled everyone into the security suite. Right then, Barnaby, what is our course of action? Review video footage of all entrances, then work from there. Since we have the resources, i.e. 2 of me, we can cover security logs at the same time. May the best me win, smiled Barnaby number 1, both to himself and his doppelganger, who was returning the sentiment. It didn't take long for either Barnaby to spot their first discrepancy. For Barnaby number 1, it was a solitary janitor ambling across an open esplanade on his way to work, who was apparently taken aback by 2 strangers walking up to him, who promptly disappeared, followed a short time later by him re-entering the frame, this time pushing a janitor's trolley. That looks wrong for starters, said Barnaby out loud. Where did he get that trolley from? As the team gathered around Barnaby's screen, Barnaby number 2 had his own eureka moment. What time do you have that anomaly? Barnaby number 1 froze the screen and looked at the now stationary time stamp. 6:50, why do you ask? I have 2 fake IDs being created in an IT office at 7:24 which were subsequently used to enter the server room. Bingo! Shouted Sebastian. Now we're on to them. Can we find out what they accessed? Yes, replied Barnaby, you, me, Solarium, Dr. Roberts' experiments, and Graham and Bouncer. No way, blurted Graham as he rushed over to Barnaby number 2. Can you see any information relating to our home? Barnaby number 2 scanned the logs and opened what appeared to be a random set of files before replying. Does Cumbria mean anything to you? And a curiously named person referenced as Farmer? Yes, that's our home, and Farmer is our best friend. Graham was at first overjoyed at the mere thought of their home and Farmer, but as the realization of what the information meant sank in, he looked to Bouncer, and then Deli. We have to go to Farmer. We have to go right now. We have to make sure he's okay. Sebastian was just as upset as Graham, but not for the same reason. They're not wrong, but my concern is Karuna. Deli was as ever calm and thoughtful. Okay, I can see we have a need to split on our hands. I suggest 2 teams. I will go with Graham and Bouncer. We'll be Team GB. I suggest Sebastian's, Barnaby's, and Dr. Roberts check on their interests. We can call them Team Sepulchre. With the first fracture in their mission opening up, Team GB headed to Cumbria whilst Team Sepulchre flew to Sweden.